Welcome to this week's episode of Called to Chaos.
Hey guys.
How's your week been?
It was good. It was my birthday week
Yeah.
and my husband's birthday week. I have to make sure I mention that because we have birthdays back to back.
That's
Or
not
the
fun.
same exact age, same exact year, back to back. Some people are like, that's so cool. And I'm like,
No,
it's not. This is not a cool thing.
I wouldn't want to have a birthday that close to my husband.
Right. I love him dearly, but birthdays are a big deal to me. I want it to all be about me.
Yes.
And he doesn't care about birthdays, but then I feel guilty because his birthday's before mine.
Yeah.
And I don't make it a big deal for him because he really doesn't care. But I expect it to be a big deal for me. Make that make sense.
Well, technically yesterday was your actual birthday.
Yep.
Did he make it a big deal for you?
He did a really good job, actually.
Great.
He did. He made it really special. And then tonight we should go somewhere, which I don't know where we're going. So I'm excited about that. It's been a good birthday.
That's great.
So I can't always say that. This year I can say that. So, things are looking up.
Great.
What about you?
We're not in Fredericksburg this
We're
year.
not in Fredericksburg this year, but next year.
Next year. We're doing something next year. We need to plan it now. We just might as well go ahead and book it.
I know. So then we know that it's already booked and we can't change our mind.
But we did get tattoos.
We got tattoos, which was super fun. It's Helen's idea.
Yeah.
I got a tattoo for my grandpa who passed away not too long ago. I would show you, but I can't show you right now because I have a long sleeve shirt on. And we have the second skin on, but we'll show some pictures.
Yeah, we'll update something. You know what? Well, we'll finish the tattoo conversation in just a second. I have to say, I haven't been updating. Well, we haven't been updating the Instagram or Facebook pages much or the TikTok simply because there's not a lot of engagement. And so I'm thinking, what's the point of sharing the things we talk about on there if no one's engaging with it? So
engage.
If you would like to see the things that we discuss on here, whether that be our tattoos or when I was talking about paint by number, any of those, engage with it so we know, because it just kind of feels like no one's paying attention to it and it's not worth investing my thought or time into.
Yeah.
So if you would like to see those things.
Yeah. Because we know you're watching the podcast.
Yeah.
Which is really cool.
And listening, but no one is going to the Instagram they might be, but I can't see them engaging. So if they ask for someone to comment on something and there's no comments, well then maybe you're not really paying attention. You're just scrolling through and then why? Anyways.
Go comment.
Go comment, go like, go do something.
Ask questions, all the things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got tattoos.
We got tattoos.
Fun. We started that tradition last year. We went to Fredericksburg for Barbara's birthday, just the two of us. And then we got a tattoo while we were there that we're matching. We're matching friend tattoos. And then I said, let's do that again. And so we went last night. You got your tattoo for your grandpa. Yeah. I think pretty much every tattoo I get from now on is going to be related to my mom in some possible way. I don't know. So the one I got, while it's not necessarily directly linked to her, it says with pain comes strength. Yeah. And then it's got two little butterflies.
It's so pretty.
Which I love it. It's on my collarbone. With the butterfly aspect of it, I saw this tattoo. It wasn't even a tattoo. I saw it as a quote. And the butterflies were in a different position. So I had it like redesigned in Canva to create a tattoo that I could get. But then I recently saw something after I'd already decided to get this tattoo. Like appointment was scheduled. We sent it to the tattoo guy, all of that. And I saw something, I think maybe even yesterday, about butterflies and how butterflies represent, like, they hide during storms. Like when it rains, they go find shelter and that's how they like survive the storm or whatever. And then it's like, well, that's like the Lord for us. He provides shelter for us through the storm. So like, we don't not experience storms. However, we're like the butterfly who God just walks with us and protects us during the storm.
That's really cool.
And so I thought like, oh, that's even better. I got two butterflies with that. So
yeah. Mine's at anchor. My grandpa was in the Navy. And so I got an anchor and then I got a quote that says, because you were, what does this say?
I am because you were.
I am because you were. And he was the one that was kind of my safe place when I was younger. He raised me for my younger part of my childhood, him and my grandma, but he particularly just somehow we just bonded. And so he was my the only consistency that I had in my life younger. And he was the one that I felt like was just kind of like a safe place for me. And so it definitely was a hard hit when he passed away most recently. So yeah, I'm excited about it. So
I love them. We'll post pictures once we get that
yeah.
second skin off. But let's talk about our most chaotic moment.
Yeah. You want me to go first?
Go ahead.
Okay. I think mine it always has to do with children, it seems like. Man.
That's okay.
Yeah. This week, already kind of a busy week, but Ella woke up one morning and she was like, my stomach is hurting. She was like almost doubled over stomach hurting. She will not miss school unless it's something that is really hurting her because she wants to be exempt from her classes. And so she's like, I really don't think I can go. And I feel like I'm going to throw up. And that's not like her. So went to work and then got her a doctor's appointment for like halfway through the day. So got off and came over, took her to the doctor, which was a little crazy.
A lot of driving.
A lot of driving because work is the opposite side. I mean, it's literally a good 45 minutes. No, I mean, from work to the doctor's office. So I'm like dropping off the kids into town, coming back by my house and going to work in Fort Worth. And then again, back to the other side of Mansfield, which is in a good 45 minutes. So in the car a lot. And then we got done the doctor. She's fine, either like a little virus or like, heartburn or something. Gave her some stuff. Anyways. And then I get a call from the nurse for Hayden.
Oh, goodness.
On the way home, on the way to the Target to get her prescriptions. And she's like, hey, this is the nurse. Hayden got hit in the nose. And I'm like, cool. Is he okay? Like, yeah, he's fine. It didn't bleed. He might have a little bruise on it. Put some ice on it. He would like to talk to you. I was like, okay. So I talked to him and he was fine. But I was like, okay, I have to go pick him up later anyways. So if I go pick him up now, it's one less trip I have to go out later during traffic. So I was like, I'll just come get you now and then bring him home with Ella. And so I did that. Funny thing is, the next day, yesterday, he tried it again. I get a call from the nurse. She's like, hey, Miss Dorsey. I'm like, hi. She goes, it's me again. I was like, I know. Hey, so Hayden's in my office. He fell back in his chair and hit his head. And he said it hurts and it was on his scar. I said, yeah. I said, but he's probably just fine. I said, it is still tender on his scar when he had surgeries. And I said, she said, I know. She goes, I looked at his eyes and everything, gave him ice. And so I said, he's fine. She's like, yes. I said, he can go back to class. She goes, okay, great. Yeah. The voice you can hear in them where it's like, I just need you to say the same thing I'm saying.
The way I would sign some sort of document and say, do not call me unless they're bleeding or need to go to the hospital.
Yes. So Hayden he gets to school. And then yesterday he got home and said, Mom, why didn't you let me talk to you on the phone?
Yeah.
I said, because you didn't need to talk to me.
Right.
You were just fine.
Yeah.
So yeah, those fun times. What about you?
Gosh. Oh my gosh.
Your whole week really was.
I have so many things that have been chaotic. You just reminded me of one. I think, I don't remember what day it was, but since the last time we recorded for sure, I got a call. I don't ever answer school calls. I've told you that. I don't I can't.
Yeah.
All right. I don't have time for the school calls. You're fine. Unless they called twice.
Yep.
Or if they leave a message and then I'll call you back. I got a call from the school and I answered it. And it's, hello, Miss Vincent. This is the assistant principal at Linda Job Middle School. I have Nyla Faith here in the office with me. And I'm like, what did she do?
Right.
I'm just thinking in my head, like, are you joking? Well, he then says, Nyla Faith is great. Don't worry. She's fine. She's not in any trouble or anything. Excuse me? Could you not have led with that?
Right.
Could you not have led
Exactly.
with, Nyla, I have Nyla Faith here. She's not in trouble or anything, but this is who I am.
Cool.
Apparently something had just happened to her that he wanted to make me aware of, that he was looking into and investigating. And I'm just like, this is why I don't answer school calls. This was such a waste of my time. This could have been an email. Or I wouldn't have read the email probably, but she could have told me about it when she got home.
Literally.
So that was one thing. But overall, it's just been kind of a chaotic week because Gary's traveling. He's in New York this week. He left Sunday. He gets back tonight. And so that's always chaotic.
Yeah.
Like just trying to navigate
everything.
things. Yes. Daxton He has incredibly awful allergies that started last week when he had spent a couple of days outside, because if you're in Texas, you know, they've been bad.
Mhm.
And so he had to spend a couple of days outside, baseball practice, that sort of thing. He had actually spent the night at a friend's house
Mhm.
Saturday, and she was messaging me saying he's struggling.
Yeah.
His eyes are swollen, whatever. And so Sunday I got home from church and he's still super puffy and swollen. And I'm trying, I'm like, here, take an a Zyrtec, and that's what we can do. Well, he woke up Monday morning and his eyes were just so swollen and puffy and red and itchy. And he said, I don't really want to go to school because I think people are going to try to stay away from me.
Mm.
And I said, you know what? That's fair. So let's message the doctor. So I messaged our doctor and I'm like, you stay home. I'm going to work. We'll figure it out. He
Yeah.
ended up getting, my mother-in-law took him to the doctor and he got a shot, which like helped almost
Yes.
immediately. So he's doing much better. But then he hurt his knee at a baseball game that I didn't even really realize, because he's on two teams and I can't
Right.
keep up with
That's a lot.
everything. I had to take him to a baseball game. He got hurt with the first inning, the
'Cause
top of the first inning.
yep.
And then we just had to sit there the
In the
rest
cold.
of the game in the cold. And he was supposed to have a game last night, but luckily it rained, so we didn't have to, because his knee is still hurt. And then we're dealing with prom this weekend.
Mhm.
And my dad was in town until Sunday afternoon,
Mhm.
and we had his party, his birthday party, everybody at the house. Kason was trying to do his promposal
Yeah.
for his girlfriend, and we're trying to make sure that was perfect. So it has been a week just
Just a
full
lot of stuff.
of chaos.
Yeah.
I could go in, this episode could be entirely about the chaos of the week
Seriously. And of
if we
course,
wanted
it's
it
the
to be.
week that Gary's not here.
Yes, of course.
That's the way it always works out.
Always.
The AP calling reminds me of something. I don't think I even told you this. I think it was last week, maybe. We're on the way. I have Grayson. I dropped off Hayden, that Grayson and Nate are in the car to drop them off. And I get a call. I'm like, this is definitely the school. I left a message. It was the AP from Job.
Mm.
Oh, probably the same one you talked to. Now I'm thinking about it. And I was like, weird. So I called back like on the way to school, and he said, I don't know if you've heard about this yet, but Grayson accidentally took somebody else's Chromebook whenever they were coming in from the
Yeah.
checkpoints,
Yeah.
and got switched. And so he had it for a couple of weeks, and apparently he dropped a weight on it at
Oh.
home. Excuse me? Excuse me? And that was somebody else's Chromebook. And so he came forward about it and told us, he was very honest about it. But since it was somebody else's Chromebook, now you're going to have to pay for a new Chromebook
Oh,
for this other
no.
person. I
Dang.
look over at Grayson because he had not told me anything.
Yeah.
I was like, Grayson? He's like, oh, about that.
Yeah. Grayson,
Cool.
you're paying for it, Grayson.
Literally. Literally. He's like, Mom, they already said we have a protection plan. We have a protection plan. And so I asked the AP, I was like, well, what does it cover? How much does it cover? I'm not sure yet. We'll let you know. And I'm like, are you serious right now? Are you serious right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang. Did you get it figured out?
I still don't know how much it is.
Oh, dang.
I probably should look on our account because I don't think he's coming back, but it's probably just there,
You just reminded me. I got to look on my Skyward.
I got to pay fees too.
I have to pay for cheer camp. That's on there.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot about that.
They like to just put fees on there, and then kids can't do stuff if they don't get paid. And you're like, oh, yeah.
What I don't like, I just found out. We were going to school one morning and Nyla Faith had forgotten her ID. And I said, well, I don't have time to turn around and go home. I'm sorry. I think we had already dropped off Daxton at that point. And I'm just not interrupting just deal with it. Whatever the consequences are, deal with it. Well, that's okay. They'll just give me a new one.
$5.
And I said, no, they won't. You'll have to pay for it. Yeah, I've already gotten 4 new ones. I said, excuse me?
I also found that out when I looked at his account. There's probably 10 on there.
I still haven't looked to know how many, but she was very confident that it's fine. They just charge it. Do you know what charging it means? They're not charging it like you don't have to pay for it. I still have to pay.
Yeah, I told Grayson, you're paying for these IDs. I am not paying for them.
What they don't realize is if these fees continue, they don't get to graduate.
Yep.
So I've got to look those fees up.
They don't get their schedules for next year, period.
Well, that's good to know because that means we've never had any outstanding.
Yeah, they won't get their schedules for the following year. They'll look at all that.
Oh, cool.
Well,
Well, then we've never been very outstanding.
Yes. So that's a good thing. That's good to know. That's when I find out, okay, cool. Now I got to pay all this crap so you
Yeah,
get your schedule.
that sucks.
Mhm. Yeah.
'Cause yeah,
So anyways.
yeah. But having my dad here was really
Yeah.
nice. I think last time we talked about how, like, it's hard. Every time I see my dad, I think about my dad.
Mhm.
It's very,
Reminds you of your mom. It's
reminds me of my
emotional.
mom. It's emotional, and not that it wasn't. It definitely was all of that. I think having the birthday at my house was probably not the best idea.
Mhm.
Granted, yes, it was. Where else would we have done it?
Yeah, I think it was
We
good.
we couldn't have drove all the way to my sister's house, which is an hour from where I live.
Right.
And my dad always stays at my house because we're the ones that have like the extra space
Yeah.
in that sense. However, I was also trying to meet my son's girlfriend for the first time,
Mhm.
who's they've been dating for a little while. I think we said on the podcast when they started dating. And so they've been dating for a little while, and we created this promposal board for her so
You're
that
so cute.
he could ask her to prom, even though they already knew they were going
Yeah.
to prom together. But this is a thing. Every high schooler wants to experience the promposal. And so I was trying to make sure that was perfect for him, while also simultaneously making sure every single person that was at my house was not mad or upset. Like, I was putting all of the weight of including making sure everybody was happy and good. And Gary's trying to cook, and so is my aunt. And there's just chaos.
Hold on, pause. Because Friday, I'm telling her something like her dad's there. I'm like, I don't know what we're doing for dinner. She was just come over. I was
Yeah,
like,
just come
oh,
over.
okay. I said, well, what are y'all doing? It's my dad's. We're just have steaks, just us and my dad. And that's all you said.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, cool. So I told Matt, hey, you want to go over there having steaks? We get over there. Her whole family is coming.
I don't
I'm like,
have a
she
lot of
failed to
people.
mention that her whole family was coming over.
To be fair, my whole family just includes my dad and then my sister.
No, it was like your sister, then your like the sister, the kids of the sisters, and then everybody, which I don't care. But I was like, I just feel like we just came and didn't know these people were going to be here. I hope that that's okay.
I don't know how. I thought I talked about that, not when I invited you, but I just kind of thought that when I told you that we were doing that for my dad, that my sister decided we were doing
I had no
this.
idea. It was so
And
funny. My
so,
kids are like, who are all these people? I said, I did not know you were coming with all her family, but here we are.
I
Here
mean,
we
it's kind
go.
of similarly that's always what happens to us
It is.
when we come over here.
It
for
is. So it's
anything.
like, didn't matter, but it was just so funny. So I'm like, I can watch Helen and tell she's like stressed out about all the things. I'm like,
yeah,
okay, what can I do?
because I am.
What can I do?
To be fair, I should have taken like an afternoon dose of my ADHD medication so that I wouldn't have felt so overstimulated, because that's what was happening. My
Yeah.
Vyvanse
Yeah. Yeah.
had
Yeah.
long worn off, and we had just had people come clean the house so it would be clean for this, which we
Mhm.
don't do often. And so it's like a treat when someone
Yeah.
cleans my house for me. And now I'm trying to make sure it stays clean.
Yep.
And now I'm trying to make sure that everything's perfect for my dad, but also everything's perfect for Kason and his
Mhm.
promposal. And then I'm also navigating feeling what everybody else is feeling,
Yeah.
because I do absorb
Mhm.
everyone else's emotions. And so I'm like looking at everyone and
I
how
know.
everyone else feels. And I'm just trying to be chill, but I can't be
I know.
chill. And so, yeah, but it turned out fine.
It was great.
We did a
It
video
was
for
so
my dad,
great.
like a montage of everybody telling him what they thought of him, how they
Mhm.
felt about him, and
It
he
was really good.
cried, and it was super emotional and great. And not that it's great to be emotional, but he really
Right.
appreciated it. That's something that, like, you can't, no money can buy that type of a gift, because
Mhm.
it had his brother on there and my mom's best friend and just all these people that he probably wasn't expecting
Mm.
to see. And that was nice.
Yeah. It was really cool to see you in that element too, because I don't think I have, like with all your family and like you
Yeah.
hosting all your
Well, yeah, I don't
family.
think
And
you've ever
so,
met my sister before.
no, I
That
hadn't. So
moment.
that was really cool. I've heard all about her and they have obviously heard about me and they've seen the podcast and stuff.
Yes.
But
Mhm.
so it's cool to see everybody face to face. So
Yeah. My niece, my adult niece,
Mhm.
who's got 2 babies of her own at this point, making me feel real old, and her husband were there. But I just feel like that's just my sister's family.
Yeah.
I think had it been, I don't know, in the afternoon, I would have probably been way more chill.
Mhm.
But because I was
Well, and your
unprepared.
AC was out.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that
So
too.
that was a whole nother
My
like
AC
layer
went
of
out.
it. It was hot. Yeah,
Yes.
but it was still really great. I think
My
everybody had a
AC.
really good time.
We didn't have AC until Tuesday when I got home from work.
Yeah.
And it was so stinking hot and humid in Texas. Of course, right now,
Mm.
it's 50 something.
Mm.
But when I was without AC, it was hot. I
Yeah.
said, "Why didn't this flip-flop?"
Right.
However, we got a new thermostat.
Oh, good.
So
Not the ancient one
we no
anymore.
longer have the 1960 thermostat that I don't even know what the actual temperature in the
Yeah.
house is. It says actually it's
It's so
digital.
funny.
Yay.
It's so funny.
But yeah. So I don't know. I love my dad being here. He was, my dad.
He's so great. He's just hilarious. But he's also, like, so laid back and
My dad
just
is so laid back, but he's also very ADHD, just
yeah.
like me. He just doesn't realize it.
Mhm.
And yeah, I love it when he's around. I
Mhm.
think he spoiled me while he was here. Him and my aunt. I got new
Yeah.
pots and pans and new home stuff.
It's
We
great.
went shopping and I was picking out some things that I wanted from Marshalls because Marshalls is my favorite place to go. And they just bought it all for me. I'm like, thanks, which is exactly what my mom would have done.
Yeah.
Right. If she was
Yeah.
here. So
I think it's perfect.
it was.
So good. You gotta cherish those moments, girl,
I know.
you know?
I just haven't even talked to him since.
Yeah.
That's what's terrible.
Well, like you just talked about, your week has been really crazy.
Yeah.
So,
But
okay.
I allow that to get in the way. Like, guys, what's it called? Object permanence of ADHD is so
It
real.
really is.
It is so real. And I think the more that I've thought about that, because someone was like, you need to just set a timer
Mhm.
or a reminder a certain
Mhm.
day of the week to call your dad because I want to talk to my dad.
Yeah.
However, I just I don't think about it until it's at the most inopportune time.
Right.
Like I'm thinking about it right now.
Yeah.
Well, I can't call my dad right now.
Mhm.
By the time we're done, I'm going to forget completely
Mhm.
that I even thought about I should talk to my dad.
Yeah.
And so out of sight, out of mind.
Mm.
And I hate that about me. That is the most awful part of my ADHD is that I forget to connect with those that matter the most to the extent that I think like I can say I've been a bad friend
Mhm.
to certain people because I probably forgot to text you on your birthday or I forgot to, even acknowledge that you're alive
Yeah.
for 6 straight months
Yeah.
until you text me. And then I'm like, oh, yeah. And then it's like, I love talking to you, but I've forgotten that you exist. Didn't forget that you exist, but just it didn't come to my mind. And so I do that even with my own family and I hate it.
I mean, I've had to put everybody's birthdays on my calendar just so I can see them because I will not remember the birthdays. So I see them because I look at my calendar every single day. So I see the birthdays. And I'm like, if I don't do it right then,
Hmm.
I still forget, even though it's literally on my calendar.
Yeah.
If I start getting stuff during the day and then I'm like the next day, I'm like, crap, well, I missed the birthday. Now I can't like text them now or call them now. It's weird.
Right.
So not just you.
I
People
felt
understand though, I think.
terrible.
So
I hope people understand.
they
It
do.
is not my heart. I'm telling you right now, if you listen to our podcast or you watch it on YouTube and I have forgotten to
Hmm.
text you on your birthday or whatever, and we are in that close of a
Yeah.
realm, it is not intentional. I
Nope. Ever.
genuinely thought
Never.
about it. I promise I thought about it. And then somehow time got away from me, or I assumed I already did it.
Yep.
I hate that part of my personality.
Well, it's part of you though. It's okay.
I know. It just sucks.
If you text me
And
yesterday and I didn't text back my birthday, I'm also sorry. I tried to go back and text everybody. And man, there was a lot of them, which made me feel so
that's
special.
great. You just have to do it in the moment. That's what I
I
do.
know. Yeah.
But even I forget. I've never been that person. But now that I've gotten more busy, because the text messages have always been, I respond right away because
Hmm.
I don't like to see the red dot, which I've said on here before. I don't like to see the red notification. And so I will open it immediately and then just respond immediately. But I am very busy. And
Yeah.
so if somebody happens to text during our staff meeting
Hmm.
or another meeting I'm in, I'm probably going to open it to remove the red dot. And then I've forgotten.
That's why I don't open them until I can respond.
But I cannot my brain cannot look at my phone screen and see the red dots without going psycho.
Ooh,
It makes me
I know.
crazy.
You and my husband are the same, like in that
But
way.
I'm like that with everything,
Yeah.
right? So that those red dots just remind me of, something being out of place on my countertop. That's what it feels the same. It
Hmm.
creates that same thing inside of me.
Yeah. I know. I
So
know.
that's why I do it. But to be fair, there are some days when I don't even have my phone. I opened my phone one night and I don't even know. I think I was I'm gonna like scroll TikTok. Like to do that sometimes if I'm not in the mood to read because I'm too
Hmm.
tired to remember what I'm gonna read. And I did that and I realized it was the first time I had opened anything on my phone that whole day. So I like scrolled over to look at my screen time and my screen time was literally like 90% just text messages, or my work email or
Mhm.
Teams for that day. And
Yeah.
it was like I still had a lot of time on my phone, but like 4 hours or whatever, but it was all work related, I feel
Mhm.
like, or texting
Then
kids
I'd
or
feel
something.
so overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Like it's all hit you at one time. Like, now
Yes.
I gotta sit here and figure this all out.
Yeah. But
It's a lot.
I mean, it's the seasons.
Yep.
I'm ready for June.
I'm ready for summer. I'm ready for it to stop raining a little bit and get some sunshine
What?
out.
It's been raining for days.
Days. It just makes me
It
tired.
is May 1st, and
Come
it
on.
feels like it is November
It really
1st.
does. It's very cool outside where we
What is
are.
happening,
I don't
Texas?
know.
You are as perimenopausal as me. Like, what is happening?
Literally.
Get yourself together
Literally.
because I need a patio.
Mhm.
I need chips and salsa. I
Mhm.
need sunshine. This is Friday. This is the day we should be able to go enjoy all of
Yes, and
that.
this weather's being chaotic. I
I
don't like it.
I'm not a fan of the cold
No.
in any
No.
realm. So I want the beach, but also I need a tan.
I know. We need to be able to have some sun
Mhm.
to get a tan before we go to the beach.
Which I don't think we've talked about how we're going to the beach at the same time.
We are. We have not talked about it.
We have not. So Barbara goes to Gulf Shores every year with her family, which is like
Mhm.
super cool. Get a family like hers, or they just need to adopt me into theirs.
Mhm.
Blah. Anyway, and so my kids' passports have expired. And so we were talking about getting a vacation scheduled because the last time all six of us went on like a summer vacation, I think it was 2022.
Mhm.
Was it 2022? It's been a long time.
Yeah.
Maybe 2023, but I think it was 2022. And so it's been a long time, and the kids were asking to go to the beach. And I just was like, man, we don't have time to renew passports, even though sometimes I feel like all inclusives are the way to go. And I said, why don't we just start looking at like Airbnb? We can look in Florida, Pensacola, maybe even Gulf Shores. And so we started looking, and I had put my name on the calendar for time off for the week after you were off. Just trying, I don't even know why. I was like, well, this week makes sense, gives us enough time for the kids to be out of school, pre all the chaos that comes with the month of June at work. And so I did that. And then Gary's said, well, what week are Barbara and Matt going on vacation? And I told him, because we had already like picked everything out
Yeah.
and set the dates. And he said, well, we should just go at the same time as them because I'd love to just take a day and go golfing with Matt. And I said, well, she's going with her entire family. So that's probably not going to work. We'll just text her and find out.
Yeah.
And so I texted you. This is what Gary's thinking. How do you guys feel about it? And so you were like, whatever it is, whatever. So
Yeah.
then we start searching for something that week in those areas because I don't think Pensacola is very far from.
It's about 45 hour. No, it's about an hour and a half.
Which would be like, okay, he could drive over and they could
Mhm.
still golf together.
Yeah, it's where the airport
And
is.
so we were still looking in both places for somewhere to stay.
And y'all have been to Gulf Shores with us before
Yes,
to where we stay.
we did on a spring break one
Mhm.
time. And so we were just looking and I was sharing Airbnbs with Gary all day, all night. Finally, we like pick one for our family of 6. And I said, just book it because I'm sick of
Yeah,
looking.
sick of looking.
Just book it. So
Yeah.
we book it. I send it to her. That's the week you were in Kansas. Yeah, you were in Kansas City. And so I said, here's the one we booked. We're gonna be there, same time as y'all. Woohoo, let's do this. And then later on, we were doing some research on it, just kind of like looking at the area. You had told us you were staying in a certain part.
Mhm.
And so we were trying to figure out how far it was gonna be from you guys.
Yeah.
And I said, well, she sent me the address. So let me look that up. And so I had looked up the address that you had sent me a long time ago. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's the exact same place. We're at the exact same
So
place.
crazy.
So that's cool. It's
Yeah.
going to be fine. It's going to be great.
Yeah. Like the Tower Wreck. I told my parents this week, whenever we went to dinner,
Yeah.
they're like, they're going to the same place, like the same. I was like, yeah. She goes, that's wild. They found it. That's really cool.
I don't even know how that happened.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it is cool. I said, well, at least we know like we did like the place.
Yeah.
And we're not like walking into something we don't know if it's actually got like a decent beach or a
Right.
pool or
Right.
anything, you know?
Right. And the kids can play on the beach together.
Yeah.
Makes it a lot easier.
They will have somebody to entertain them.
Exactly. You're not going to be whining. I'm bored.
Right.
I don't have to give them the lecture of this is something, what am I trying to say? This is a pleasure. This is like
this is a privilege.
Privilege. Thank you. Do not complain.
Do not complain. Well, and then that's funny because that takes me down a whole nother rabbit trail I forgot about. I have a family of 6. 2 of my children are older. I have an adult daughter and a almost graduated son.
Almost adult son. I mean, he is adult.
He
He's
is
18.
18. Adult is being kind.
Yes, very. Very.
I love him to death, but I would not think that any 18-year-old should be called an adult, technically. Anyways.
It reminds me of one of our almost interns yesterday was talking about, yeah, well, I'm about to be 18, but my frontal lobe is still not all the way developed, so I'm not responsible enough to do a Y, X, Y, Z. And I was like, you are right.
I know who you're talking about, and I would beg to differ.
I
He's probably
agree.
one of the ones that is actually mature enough at that age to do that.
Yes.
So way to go, buddy. But Kaysen is going to be graduating this year, and he doesn't want to go to Gulf Shores with us.
Rude.
He is not a beach guy. He is not into that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Even when he was younger and we were going on beach vacations, he would like come hang out for a little bit at the beach or the pool, and then he'd get over it real quick and he'd rather just do something in the room. And granted, listen, I could fight with him on it.
Yeah.
And make him be outside, but then I'm miserable.
Right.
And so when he said he didn't want to go, I was like, fine, you stay home.
Yeah.
And then Ty, she can't come. I can't remember the reason, but she can't be there the whole week. Like, I think she said she could drive down like halfway through. And so I'm like, well, why'd we get a 3-bedroom condo then? And so then I just looked for a 2-bedroom to save us some money.
Yeah.
And I found one.
Great.
Also at the same place, a little bit closer to Bill's building.
Yeah.
And so now we're going still same place, but different building.
Save some money too.
And Gary's like, should we just use the money we're saving to just fly instead of drive? And I said, I don't know. I don't even know that that's worth it at the point because we're leaving on Sunday. Our plan was to leave Sunday right after church, which would be like 3 p.m. and just drive straight through.
Yeah.
To just have all of Monday there.
Yeah.
I don't know that we'd be able to fly Sunday.
Yeah.
So
probably not. You have to look at all the different flights.
Yeah. It's like if somehow we could fly Sunday and still get there Sunday night to have all of Monday, that'd be good. But I don't want to like work on trying to change the booking because we're already leaving there Saturday so that Gary has all of Sunday to rest. I took off Monday.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
After we get back.
We got to be in Oklahoma.
Monday. Yeah. So that's great.
But
so I'll have all of Sunday, Monday to pack for Oklahoma and then. Yeah.
Crazy.
Something. We'll see I don't know. But anyways, we're going to have a great little vacay. It'll be fun.
I'm ready.
Kaysen has prom tomorrow.
Yep.
I didn't even realize he needed, what did you call it?
The bouquet.
The bouquet thing.
With the stash.
So Barbara's texting me this morning, like, do you need help with anything for prom? And I'm like, no, I don't think so. Wait, am I supposed to do something? And so she's sending me pictures of all these things that the kids are doing these days. And I'm like, let me ask him because today's senior skip day. So he's at home. And I text him and he said, no, she just wants a corsage, which
just wants a corsage,
which I should have known because that's what we did in high school.
Yeah.
I was in high school.
Yeah.
We did the corsages. Now I didn't go to prom with anyone. I went with friends.
Right.
And so I didn't have a corsage. However, I still should have known better.
Well, he should have also said something earlier.
But I should have also asked him.
Yeah.
Because he's never taken anyone to prom.
Yeah, it's true.
I don't even know that this is the first time he's ever done anything like this. Like he did go to homecoming too, but also that was very last minute. So they didn't do the whole mum thing, but I should have thought about it and I didn't.
So guess what we're going to be doing? We're going to be making a corsage.
However you do that. I don't know.
We got it.
I don't know. But he had chaos with his suit.
Yeah.
So last weekend, Gary had taken him to get fitted for his tux. They're doing matcha green. And so he had tried on an ivory suit jacket or tuxedo jacket. I don't know, whatever. And ivory pants and then like matcha green vest, bow tie and shoes. And it was $300 stinking to rent this suit,
literally
guys, or this tux. I don't even know what it's called. It's a suit or a tux. It looks the same to me.
Yeah.
Anyways, we paid $300 for a rental. They messaged Gary in New York and said it was ready. So yesterday he went to pick it up or went to go try to pick it up. Well, he gets there to try it on and the pants are black. And they said, "We don't ever do ivory
Mm.
pants." And so he calls Gary, and Gary's like, "We literally tried on ivory pants. What are you talking about?"
Yeah.
And so he's like, "I can't do black pants. Like, it doesn't even look right."
Right. Why would you wear black pants with an ivory jacket?
And so Gary's mad, and he's in New York and can't do anything. He's like, we want a refund. I'm going to show up there tomorrow," which now he can't, but
Yeah.
because he's not probably going to get home before they close.
Mhm.
And so my oldest, I'm still at work. Gary's and Kason were blowing me up. We were doing communication practice, and my phone's blowing up, and I'm like, I can't answer. I don't know what's
Right.
happening, but I
Right.
can't answer this call right now. And then I get out of that and find out that that's all that's happening. And so she's like, "I'm going to take him to the mall and see what we can find."
Thank goodness for ties sometimes, you
I
know?
literally, yes. And so she takes him to the mall and they find something, but then it's another $330 to buy it. There's no
Mm.
rent option.
That's wild.
And so we
Yeah.
are now out $630. Hopefully we can get back
You better.
the other 300
That's ridiculous.
because I mean, what do we even do?
He has to have it.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. You go throw a fit. The place you got the first one.
I'm not going to throw.
Well, I know, but Gary,
Gary,
there's no reason.
there's no way I would go up there and ask for a refund. I know that.
I know that. I know that.
But you would. I would let you do that
Oh,
for me.
100%. I'm
Just
mad for you.
You could just pretend to be his mom.
Yeah,
and
I totally would. This is ridiculous. I would.
And you guys had volleyball last night.
We had volleyball last night. Ella's in a spring league, which is just the 4-game series thing.
Through school.
Through school.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's her. So now she'll be on JV. So now it's basically she was on freshman team, but the spring league is through JV. So it's a really great way to see their new team basically playing. They haven't had tryouts yet, but already and it was so fun to watch. It was a whole different team than I had experienced before.
Yeah.
Ella has just improved so much, which I knew, but I really, her coach even told her that when she was
Is it still the same coach, Singleton?
still the same coach, Shingleton, yeah. And she was having fun, because they were playing so well. They were talking. They were all, they were actually doing their plays, and so it was really fun to watch. Just how the girls who really weren't in it that were weeded out, basically.
Yes.
And the team that they have now is going to be really, really good, I think. And it's just
they'll
really
have good
fun to watch.
chemistry.
Good chemistry is the biggest thing.
That's what this is for, I think, is like
Ye-
it kind of just
Yes.
gets them aligned. And I was trying to think, like, my daughter played volleyball in high school at the same school, Legacy, and she did that her freshman year. She was JV her freshman year.
Yeah.
But I was like, I don't remember them doing spring, but she played basketball.
Yeah.
So she
That makes sense.
switched from volleyball athletics to basketball athletics. And so anything she was doing in the spring was probably related to
You're probably
basketball.
right. Yeah.
And that's why I don't remember it.
Yeah.
But I'm sure it's just to keep them warm.
Get them court.
Yeah,
Get
because
them
I'm sure
court
there'd
time.
be a camp or something they go to.
Well,
or
it's also like the middle of club tryouts, which we still are kind of like, is there a club we can actually play at? That's not travels. That's kind of where we're at right now.
looking for something that's
Yes.
not
And
across the
so this
country.
is also like the next 14 days is club tryouts at
That's
all
so-
at all
it is
clubs.
May.
So it's a wild time right now.
That's wild because I remember that it's the same.
Yep,
It's
it's
always May
crazy.
it was always May for basketball.
Yeah.
Same for cheer.
It's crazy. And then we go straight into school tryouts.
Yeah.
So and then school camp, all that stuff. She only
Yeah.
really has like June off, maybe a little July, but really just June.
Yeah.
And
Nyla
then-
Faith has been asking about the cheer tryouts at the gym that's out here, and I just said, no, girl.
I know.
I said, no, because here's the thing. If it was just local, cheer is not that way.
Right.
I mean, if she did like a team that she'd be too advanced for, I guess you could say,
That's where we're at with Ella.
then maybe.
That's where we're at with Ella.
And so it's like, then maybe, but I'm like, I cannot
Right.
do that. And so there's
Right.
also, or if they did, you know how they have like every other sport, like Hasten did it's not like through the city, but it's like local.
Like Optimist type thing.
Yeah, like he played basketball, but it was like just local
Yes,
basketball in the
yes.
summer or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like AAU, but not the travel
I
side of
know.
it. If they had something like that for cheer where the competition was still,
Yeah. I feel like they
There.
just should for every sport because
They
not
should.
every parent can travel like
no,
that.
they can't.
Financially
So
wise and
stupid.
time wise. But these girls have the talent.
Yeah.
So it's really just not fair to anybody.
Yeah.
I just feel like it'd be so beneficial if
I just don't even know when
clubs
this became a
would.
thing.
I know.
Because when I was in
I
school,
know.
when we were in school, that's not what, like, you just played in school.
Yeah.
You just cheered at school. Well,
Right.
maybe other people didn't do, I don't know about cheer, but sports.
Yeah.
I know that for sports, it was like, you just played at school.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
all there was.
Mm-hmm.
But now that there's all this
Yep. So
competition
you do
for,
off. So it's really to like to make sure you're doing your skills in off season for at least for volleyball.
yeah, well, I'm sure that's what it is for
Because that's the
basketball
biggest
too.
thing
Yeah.
is you want to go when you want to go tryouts. If you're not getting a lot of court time, then you're going to be not on your game for tryouts,
Yeah.
especially when you're in school ball. So that's the biggest thing. So if anybody knows anything, this
Yeah.
is where you engage people.
Right.
Okay.
Tell us. These teams are
Yes.
local.
Volleyball or cheer, like they have the higher ability, but all we're able to find right now is, travel teams.
Yeah, I'm not doing it.
And we can't either.
I
And
told
so
Gary, schedule her for some private
we told
lessons
Ella we would do private.
to start
Yeah.
working on skills. Like,
Hmm.
I'll take you to the gym and let you work on skills and
Right.
do that kind of stuff
Hmm.
all day long.
Right.
I'm just not investing again. It's
Yeah.
been so nice.
I know. Yeah.
It's been so nice not having to, even though she's hated it for a little while. But then, like, when school starts and she's doing it in
Hmm.
school, then she's like, "Oh, this is fine." And so it's
Yeah.
like I'm just trying to
It's
remind
hard.
her that, like, you'll have way more fun this summer doing fun things,
Yes.
and we will do the lessons hopefully,
Yeah.
and we'll see.
Yeah. It just becomes a lot if you try to especially get multiple kids.
Yes,
So it's a lot.
I don't like it.
I know. Didn't you do something fun on chat?
Yes, I forgot about that.
We gotta do it real
Okay,
quick.
guys. So I saw something on social media where it was like, have ask Chat GPT to write a bio about you.
Yeah.
And so I said, let's do this for the podcast because
Okay.
this is real funny. So you go first.
Okay. So mine says Barbara, a fully operational command center disguised as a normal human. She doesn't just have thoughts. She has systems. You'll say something like, we should maybe do this. And she's already built a 3-step plan, improved it, renamed it, and is wondering why everyone else is moving so slow. I could see that. Her brain is basically 40%, this could be better, 30%, let me fix that real quick, and 20%, no, but seriously, there's a more efficient way. 10% snacks and trying to relax unsuccessfully. Man, so
Unsuccessfully,
on.
yes.
She has never met a process she didn't want to tweak ever. Barbara's the kind of person who reorganizes something mid-conversation, mentally redesigns systems that don't belong to her, and casually says, this just makes more sense, as if she didn't just write the entire plan in her head in 12 seconds. You don't give Barbara a simple idea. That's not how it works. You give Barbara an idea, and she hands you back a better version, a clearer version, a more efficient version, and somehow prettier version, too. She's equal parts visionary leader, system fixer, creative thinker, and how did you even think of that energy? Also, let's be honest, she tries to relax. She really does. But her vision of relaxing is thinking, what would make this better? And then she absolutely is not relaxed. At her core, though, she genuinely cares about people, about doing things well, and about making things work the way they should. And somehow she manages to raise the bar without making everyone feel terrible about it, which is honestly suspicious. Barbara is what happens when you mix leadership, creativity, and just a touch of, I could run this better energy, and somehow it works every time.
That's scarily accurate.
I know. Okay, what does yours say?
Mine's not that long, but it
I know,
says,
it was really long.
Helen, part pastor, part mom, part leader, part how is this my life right now? Leads people with excellence and intention, but also regularly has moments where she's like, I cannot do one more thing. Cries a little, prays a lot, and then somehow rallies like nothing happened. Deeply loves Jesus, people, and a well-run system, but is also one minor inconvenience away from spiraling internally while still smiling externally. A professional, I'm fine person. She's not always fine. Believes in showing up, going first, and making people feel like they belong while simultaneously trying to remember where she put her phone, her coffee, and her sanity. Emotionally aware, spiritually grounded, and just self-aware enough to know when she's being dramatic, but not always enough to stop it. Can have a deep, life-giving conversation, solve a problem, and overthink a text message all within the same 10 minutes. Mom life, leadership life, grief, joy, chaos, somehow all coexisting at once. Learning in real time that strength doesn't mean pushing through everything. Sometimes it means actually feeling it. Thrives in purpose, functions in chaos, runs on caffeine, conviction, and we'll figure it out.
That's really good. That's really good.
Yeah, I thought that was fun.
That was really fun.
I love those sorts of things. I saw one, we did this at The Office one time where it was like, "Have ChatGPT roast you."
Oh, man.
Well, maybe we'll do that one next
Yeah, we
because
should.
that one was funny too. I don't probably still have it, but it was a funny one.
Yeah. Y'all do it
Do
and
it.
put it in the comments somewhere on
Yes.
Instagram
Either
or
put it on the comments
Facebook,
or
whatever.
I love that. You guys have to, like, just engage. I think
Yeah.
also, I just remembered I meant to post your birthday on our podcast Instagram yesterday, and I forgot.
What birthday thing?
Like, I meant to just post a picture of
Oh,
you and say, "It's Barbara's
you
birthday."
know, we
And I
mean to do a lot of things
forgot.
and we forget. So it's okay.
So,
It's okay. It's all good.
yeah, I think we just have a lot going on.
We
So
do.
that's the whole
It's a
purpose of
season.
this
Exactly. But
podcast.
we made time to do this.
We do.
So throughout all of the chaos, where did you see God show up? There's always something.
Yeah, there's always I mean, God shows up literally every single day for me. I feel like this week, I would say that the most prominent way I saw him show up is just in how he gave me peace and energy to navigate the chaos,
Mhm.
right? Because there was a time in my life where my husband being out of town and all of the stuff that has transpired. I mean, I was without AC for the first couple of days of him being out of
Yeah.
town and kids getting hurt and all of these things would have literally made me crash out. And not that I didn't have any crash out moments, but I mean, like, I would have not been able to function.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
would have spiraled to a point of not being able to do anything.
Yeah.
And that's not what happened this
Mhm.
week. I
It's not at
feel
all.
like he just gave me everything I needed to get through work, to get through everything. I think I even said that to someone. We were
Mhm.
having a conversation
Mhm.
and I said, "We all have heavy stuff going on." I mean,
Mhm.
I spent the first couple days of this week without AC and it did not affect
Yeah.
I didn't let that affect
Yeah.
the way I would treated anyone around here. And so that's not me. The me that I know would have absolutely been
It also shows there's a lot of growth.
doing all of the crashing out, you
Mhm.
know? And so I think him just giving me peace and comfort and strength and energy and all of the things to navigate what it felt like to almost feel a little bit like a single mom this week, but also just having people like you who can remind me, "Oh, did you get the flowers for prom?"
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, that's it takes a village.
It does take a village. Oh
God
my
showing up
goodness, it
through the
does.
people that we care about. So,
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, for
what
sure.
about you?
I think I have a couple. I kind of think I forgot to mention last week, but I've seen God show up in just in my physical health as far as I've had serious back pain and back issues for quite some time now. I don't think I realized how bad it was until I finally was like, I can't do this anymore.
Well, pause. She has back pain because her spine is shaped like
Yeah,
an
it
S.
really is. Yeah, it's wild.
She's got severe scoliosis.
Yes. So if you've ever had, you have scoliosis, I get you. And I've always just pushed through it.
Mhm.
I've always somehow my body has just done what it needs to do. But I think as I've gotten older and more I'm on my feet, I don't know, probably getting the old thing, just gotten worse and it was affecting everything. I couldn't it was just hurting nonstop. And so I finally was like, something's got to change. I can't do this. So I finally went to a doctor. I got to get some imaging done, but he did give me some shots, some cortisone steroid shots, which have been so, so helpful.
Yeah.
And not only has it been helpful just for my pain, but I realized that I wasn't even able to think through how I was going to say to my husband or my kids. So I was not very kind. My words were not nice. And that has been a lot better. And so I forgot what it was like not to be in pain. I forgot what it was like to just,
It was just your normal everyday
yeah,
life.
it was my normal. And I was functioning at 60%
Mhm.
and didn't even realize it was affecting everything. And so that has been really, really great. Matt and I's relationship has even just been less rocky. It's been better because I'm able to control my mouth and just be kinder and see the things that he's doing. So that has been definitely God in the
Yeah.
midst of it all.
I think, like, I've even seen the change in you, and
Oh,
so I
good.
think, like, the part where I would say that I've seen it be the Lord fully in you working through this situation would be how He has allowed you to see that what we talked about a couple weeks
Hmm.
ago of all of that, like, how I was like, "This is not who you
Yeah.
are." Like, it's brought that to you,
Yeah.
right? Like, now you
Yeah.
know there was nothing wrong with me. I
Right.
wasn't spiraling
Right.
because I've gotten weak or I've lost my strength or I've,
Yep.
my resilience has gone away or any of those things, all of those lies that you probably were
Yep.
allowing yourself to believe, he's shown up by showing like, nope,
That's exactly right.
there's not a single human being that could probably
Right.
stay 100%
Yeah. When you're in
normal
constant chronic pain.
in that kind of
Yeah.
situation. And so it's just been a reminder to you that you're just as strong as you thought you were. You're just as amazing as you thought you were. And you just needed a little bit of
Yeah.
medicinal help
Yeah.
from a doctor
Yep.
to feel normal again.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a really big deal. So kind of just like full circle part of everything would kind of make it more sense. Which is
Yes.
exactly what
Yeah. You
I
feel
needed. So
lighter. You look lighter, like not like
yeah.
your size.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
not
No,
what I
I know what you mean.
mean.
Yeah.
Like your aura just feels like lighter
Yeah.
and
That's so good to
happier.
hear. Yeah.
And so I think that it's working. Keep digging down that hole to figure out how you can get
Exactly.
long-term relief.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
good.
Awesome.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for hanging out with us on Call to Chaos
And if this episode made you laugh,
or made you feel just a little bit less alone.
share it with a friend who's also living in the chaos.
We will talk to you next time.
Bye,
Bye, friends.
friends.